said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on last year's national champion, the Georgia Bulldogs. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So Alabama's offense has the ball first today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting we've got these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
He goes out of bounds, couple of yards short of the 20. They'll mark it at the 18. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. He's got him. Gets the job done on third down as he gets it to the 25 before he's brought down.
Well, you love to see this on the first drive of the game, right? Third down, go back to the old faithful, the slant pass, something you put in on day one install back in spring practice. Executed perfectly, keep this drive alive.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Gives it on the option. He just could not get loose, and they'll knock him down 4 yards behind the line. This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. Got it set up on the outside. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now, get ready for another one.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Alabama pushing the tempo. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun.
Found the sim on the left. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. The Crimson Tide rolling on the ground, tries to keep momentum going. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Rides to back and leaves it. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The give to the tailback. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back, gave a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber and just...
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama!
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog, coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession one, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Bulldogs offense will take the field for the first time. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line, a group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
Man, I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football, that is a huge advantage this offense takes into each and every game.
There he goes! And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Big third down conversion, get the ball to your running back, and he does the rest. This guy, I think, will get a lot more touches.
And you want to know why he's on the field on third down? Because he can block, he can catch the ball, and you can also hand it off to him. He can go find the sticks and keep drives alive. What a weapon.
Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force-feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Georgia going back to work with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab.
And a really nice job on the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Dogs!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. This drive will open from the 15. Looking to throw, it's Barmore. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And that guy is just a man. I mean, he sets the tone in this defense, and you saw it on that play right there. Reminds me a lot of the guy standing beside me. David really set the bar for great D-line play at Georgia. I think back to two guys I played against, Richard Seymour and Marcus Stroud, lining up beside each other on the inside.
Breaks into the open. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. Alabama quickly back to the line.
Fantastic job there buying time and then using his speed to go get a huge chunk play. You saw on defense a lot of people in the back end with their heads turned around chasing receivers. It's dangerous. You want to play man coverage. You don't want to keep your eyes on the quarterback. You're going to pay for it. You saw it.
Now this is the way to come out of the gate and set the tone. Back and forth, already inside a minute to go in the first. The play action fake. Pressure coming. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
And that is priority number 1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback, affect him, get hits on him. They do it right here, get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
Makes the catch, it's Robbins. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be fourth down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. The give on the inside. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Grabbed on the outside, it's Cavazos. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his legs to buy some time. Turns it on midfield. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
He hasn't called his own number very often in this game. That actually is the first time he's taken off and scrambled, but it was a really good decision. He's been killing this defense through the air. You've seen the arm talent, you've seen the accuracy. That time, really nice decision to tuck it and get what he can get. He's got this defense on their heels.
After picking up a couple in 2nd and 8. They'll run play action. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Strong run, picks up 6 down to the 22-yard line. And the Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, running back gets the give. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19. They've been really good moving the chains on 3rd down. Now 1 yard away from another first down on this drive. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, this offense continues to do such a great job on 3rd down. One of the best in the country at it, and the reason why, they keep it manageable most of the time. 3rd and short, they can run the football, be physical, convert first downs. This offense has been so good on 3rd downs.
Looking downfield on first down. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Georgia. It's as if every play call with this guy, you've got the play that's called, and if that doesn't work, something that might even be more dangerous.
How nice is that as an offensive coordinator, right, Reese? You know that even if what you called isn't exactly going to work, this guy can just pull a rabbit out of the hat. He can go backyard football and just take off. Man, this guy is fun to watch.
And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. From the gun, the running back has it. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. Alabama pushing the tempo.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Dropping back, it's Barmore. Fires to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. It's caught downfield. Racing down the left side. The 20. Touchdown tie. Once he got some room, it was over.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Got his man quickly. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Power football with the run. Turning it on. He's now up to 83 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Georgia ready to dial it up on another 1st down. Pass escapes him, still on his feet. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Touchdown Bulldogs! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll return it. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll move the tight end. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He's got the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I'll tell you, when you got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Looking to pass. It's Barmore. Here's a heat. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
We talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game that they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. He's got his man across the middle. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to take off. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Extending the play. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
This defense is going to have to make some adjustments here at halftime because they have been taken advantage of deep down the field in the passing game. They've already given up 2 TD passes. That was almost number 3, and we're only in the first half.
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that will extend their lead even further. Let's see what he can do with the return. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Athens. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Dooley Field inside Sanford Stadium.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They'll open this third quarter with a run. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You've got to catch that and make that a pick.
Makes the grab on the left. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
And I like the execution by this defense, understanding where the first down marker is. Let him throw the ball short, come up, get him on the ground, forcing a 4th down. Decision time for this offense.
Trying to keep this drive alive. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
We're seeing this more and more often in college football with the analytics and everything else, but 4th and inches, they decide to go for it, and they pick it up on the ground.
You know, I really think it's a smart move, too, because why just give up and hand them the ball and give the defense a boost of morale that they really didn't earn?
Yeah, and I like the decision, too, based on who their personnel is and what their identity is as an offense. They want to be physical and control the line of scrimmage. It's a good call.
The Dogs line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. This drive's been productive so far. Already picked up a couple of first downs, now out close to midfield. To the air on 1st down. Finds his tight end. He's knocked out of bounds at the 42. Solid pickup on that one. And the Dogs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They're going to run it. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. He's got the back in the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Bulldogs really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Finds his big tight end. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add carry.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, do set of downs, let's go.
Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back. He is...
Touchdown, Dogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
Bringing the extra beat. It's goal line. I know what I'm going to get. I know what I'm going to do. We're going to be bigger, stronger at the point of attack, and push you around, and then the running back does the rest and finds the end zone.
And he's coming out of the end zone. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Off-play action on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Barmore. Right down the middle. Got him downfield. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. Alabama quickly back to the line.
That's a really nice job plucking that pass. I don't know if another school has done as good a job as Alabama in recent years as bringing in top-level talent at the wide receiver position. When you think of guys like Julio Jones, Amari Cooper, Jerry Jeudy, Devontae Smith, this guy, he looks like he could be on the field with all those guys, too. He's got speed. He's got the ability to pluck the football out of the air. What a big-time weapon. How nice is it to play quarterback with this guy in your offense?
And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Well, I don't know if the big fella got freaked out because he was so wide open on that play, but that is a catch he has got to make for his quarterback.
Just keeps slinging it. Unloads it left. Pulls it in. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Couldn't really get started there. Pickup of 1 to the 35. Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. Gives it to the back on the draw. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move. Going for it on... Oh, he's got some space. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. The pull and throw off the RPO. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's knocked down in the backfield, but man, how many tackles did he escape before he was finally brought down?
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll run it on third and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bama! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Hawk. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the third quarter. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. He'll start this drive firing. Sets up the screen. Never seems to take the big hit. Finds enough room to get to the 29. And the Bulldogs in a good spot here with second and short. Handoff from the gun. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
The Dogs have a lot of options on second and inches. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Trying to make magic with his feet. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
And that's a big reason why this offense is so dangerous. If they get the lead, because of this guy's scrambling ability, they can just close the door, put that foot on your throat, and not take it off. Nobody was open that time. It looked like he was going to get sacked, and he just very nonchalantly was able to buy himself some time, gets outside, uses his speed, picks up the first down. The offense stays on the field. They've already got the lead, and now they're just bleeding this clock away.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
And this is a situation this offense trains for, having the lead late in the game, running the ball to ice it. They're just bleeding seconds off the clock. It's been a beautiful drive so far. And the defense, even though they know they're going to run it, they just can't stop it.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Georgia heads to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short. 2nd and goal coming up. Trying to surge it in. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Dogs come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And that extra point is a big one, as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the back. He breaks a tackle. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Fires to the big fella. Open space at the 25. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, trying to find his man. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. They'll pull him down after a pickup of 5 down to the 23.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback moving. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
That's a decision the quarterback would love to have back. Down here in this area of the field in the red zone, these windows, they close so quickly. Everything just has to be done a little bit faster. You got to be so much more precise, and as a result of being late on the throw, they turn it over in the red zone.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to throw the pass.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Gets it out quickly. He stopped at the 32-yard line, not enough for the first down. On fourth down, looking for the completion. He finds a soft spot in the middle. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with a 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Barmore. Fires to the right. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. They've got it. 1st and 10 at the 42. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Empty backfield, 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 6. Back to pass. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was, with that ball landing out of bounds.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Pulls it in, it's Robbins. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the O will stay out there and go for it on 4th and inches. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just
looking for a huge play. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher ranked